everyone and welcome to today's video. My name is Kenzie. I'm so glad you could make it. Today I'm going to be doing a full review on my Chanel 19. If this is your first time ever seeing me, then hello, I'm so happy to have you. My name is Kenzie. I make a lot of videos about luxury handbags, luxury fashion, travel, jewelry, mostly handbags. I like those a lot, but today I do have a full review going over pros and cons of my Chanel 19. I have had this for a few months, so I thought that I would do a review. But if any of that sounds fun to you, if you like the idea, then I would ask you consider clicking the subscribe button and give this video a like and ding a little bell down there so you're notified every time I upload. You guys, without any further ado, let's get it into the video. So yes, hi, hello everyone. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. I have had this Chanel 19 for a few months. When did I get this? It's currently April 29th, so it is almost May. Let me take a look and see when I got this. So I'm trying to find my order confirmation. So I got this back in March. I thought I got it in February, but I got it on March 6th. So it's currently April 29th. So I've had it for almost 2 months. So I thought that I would do a little review because this bag has literally been my everyday bag. The majority of the past, like almost 2 months, I've been carrying exclusively this bag. So I have a lot to say about it. So let's just get started. So first things first, with all of my reviews, I am gonna go over the overview of the bag and show you everything. I did get this bag from Redilux as well. That I've gotten multiple things from them. I got my blue classic flap from them. I've got my Chanel sneakers from them. And then I also got this bag from them. So everything that I've gotten from them is Chanel. Is so funny. Here is what she looks like. This is from the 21K collection and it is the small 19 bag and it is in the caramel brown color. So here is what it looks like in the front. Here is the side, the back, and then the other side. I think the small size is the best size that you can get in the 19 personally, just because I think the medium large is really big. It's very big, and then the maxi of course is for travel. So I think the small size is the perfect one. Now as you can see, it does have this cute little top handle here, but it also has a crossbody strap. I have all of my stuff in here as well. I'm currently using this bag too, so I still have all my shit in here. Now the crossbody strap is not adjustable and it's not removable, unfortunately, but it is very, very pretty. It has the dual toned hardware and it has this leather bit up here, so it's comfy to wear. But it has gunmetal and then it goes into this brushed gold, and then it has silver, shiny silver here as well, and then it goes to gold again, and then it just has the mixed hardware all the way around. So I love the metals in here. If you're someone that likes to mix your metals, then I would highly recommend this bag. I usually only wear gold, but sometimes I have a few white gold or silver jewelry pieces that I can throw on too, but I usually only wear gold. But I think this bag looks good with any kind of jewelry that you like. So there's the overview. And then when it comes to, let's go over the back pocket. That's why this is one of my favorite things about this bag. I love that it has this giant back pocket. I put all of my receipts back there for when we go to lunch and stuff. And I also put my phone back there because I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max and it has a big old case on it. It's not a tiny little slim case, and it fits back here. No problem. It won't shut because I think the case is a little too thick. If I used a different case, one that didn't have this stuff on the back, it would be able to snap closed, because the previous case that I had on my phone, I could put it in here and it would close. It was fine. This one is so deep back here. You can put, I don't know, receipts, your phone, all kinds of stuff. And then in the front here is the turn lock. It's got the beautiful CC logo, and then you turn it like that, and it is a single flap, of course, instead of the classic flap that's a double flap. This one is just a single flap. And then here is the inside. I currently again have all of my stuff in here, so I will take this out so you can properly see. I also have a organizer in this bag as well. I do think having an organizer is very important, especially for this bag, because this bag, it doesn't really have a lot of structure. It's quite slouchy, so if you don't have an organizer, then I fear if you put anything that's like remotely heavy in your bag, like a water bottle or an umbrella, just something even remotely heavy, it could make your bag sag. And we definitely don't want that because we don't want this bag losing its shape. It doesn't really have all that much shape to begin with. So if I take this organizer out, I did get an organizer from Zimoni, but I'm not using it. I'm using this one that I got from Amazon. This is just like a silk or like a satin organizer instead of a felt one. And it's a tiny bit more rigid. I did order one again from Zimoni, but I like this one more. I just think it gives it a little more structure. I did order the thin version of the Zimoni one. I probably should have ordered the thicker version to help keep the bag shape, but I have this one, so it's fine. But here's what it looks like without the organizer. You just have one big open space here, and you do have one zip pocket at the back, if you can see that. And it is pretty deep as well, so you could fit a decent amount of stuff in that zip pocket. So there's that. And then this bag also has the microchip as well, right there. It's crazy because I have my brown Chanel classic flap that's from the 21P collection, same year, like 1 or 2 collections different. And my classic flap has the authentication card, and this one has the microchip. Like, it's crazy how fast that happened. Like, it was just 1 or 2 collections difference from having the authentication card versus a microchip. There's that. And then you can actually tell, let me take this back out. You can tell that without the organizer, it's very floppy. Like, look, it is so squishy. Like, you can literally just do all kinds of stuff. And I don't love that, because if I put all of my stuff in here, I love that it's floppy because I love a good slouchy bag, I really do. But when I put my stuff in here, you can already tell that it's making the bag droop down here. Already, even with only 3 things in the bag. Imagine if you put a lot of stuff in this bag. And that's why I think that having the organizer for this bag is very important. Yes, the organizer does take up a bit of space in the bag, but again, I don't really carry that much with me, so it doesn't really bother me at all. I would rather not be able to carry as many things versus potentially ruining my bag or like misshaping it. So I'm fine with the fact that it takes up a little bit of room. So now you can see that with my stuff in here, it's still flat on the bottom and it's not drooping. That's the overview. Let's go over when you can wear this bag. Let's go over like versatility. Of course, it does have a crossbody strap and it is a top handle as well. One thing I will say when it comes to versatility is, again, this bag is not adjustable with the crossbody strap. It's not removable. So if you are someone that is like below 5'5", I'm 5'5" height wise, so I can crossbody this bag no problem, and it's not a big deal. I don't mind it. I think that I'm like right at the cutoff of height when it comes to crossbodying this bag. I think if you are shorter than me, you might think that it's a bit too low for you. Because when I was watching reviews and reading a bunch of comments regarding this bag, people were saying that it's a shame that it's not adjustable, because if you're shorter than 5'5", then you can't really crossbody it and you kind of lose a way to wear it because it's just too long and it looks weird if it's too long. So a lot of people that are on the shorter side, they were saying that they just can't crossbody it and they have to end up carrying it like this, or they only end up wearing a top handle. So that's a really big shame, to be honest. I do think that Chanel should have made this adjustable in some way. I think that they should have added something to it to make it adjustable, because that's kind of taking away half of their client base. Of course, you probably still could crossbody it if you wanted to, if you're shorter, like on the shorter side, but a lot of people just think it looks not as good. Now, if you're taller, you're probably not gonna have this issue unless you're quite tall. Like if you're probably like 5'10", 5'11", then you could think that it's too short. I think if you're between like 5'5" to like 5'9", you're not gonna have a problem. Personally, for me, again, I'm 5'5", I haven't had that problem, but I do definitely recognize that is a big deal. So there's that. Now, when it comes to like when you can wear this bag, I think this bag is purely casual. I do think it's beautiful. Like, it is a very fun Chanel bag, and it's definitely not as formal as the classic flap. I know a lot of people don't like to wear the classic flap casually. I do. I love wearing my classic flap with just a casual outfit. Not that I would wear it to the store, like to the grocery store or something, but I would wear my classic flaps with jeans and a t-shirt. Very casual outfit. I'm not going to save my classic flaps just for fancy events or like dinners or something. I think they look amazing with a casual outfit. But this bag right here is Chanel's casual bag. So if you're somebody that does not want to wear your classic flaps in a casual setting, totally understand. But this one is such a good option for you because it's literally Chanel's answer to a casual bag. You just throw your stuff in there and you just get out the door. It's a very easy grab and go bag. And the fact that it has the mixed metals, it's quite chunky compared to the classic flap that feels quite dainty. But this one is more on the chunkier side. It's a little bit more edgy. I think this really just embodies like a casual vibe. So I would not carry this one out on a night out or something. I wouldn't really carry this going to dinner because I do think this is not really a formal bag. You could if you wanted to, by all means, you do you, but I do think this one is much more on the casual side. I think you can honestly wear this bag any time of year because I got this bag in like the beginning of spring. I'm still wearing it. Like up until like now, I still wear this bag almost every day and we are almost in summer. I think you can wear this bag literally any single season. I think it would probably look the best during fall winter because it is on the bigger side. It's not a tiny bag. It is like on the small medium, more like the medium size bags. And I think a lot of people tend to reach for medium or even larger bags in the fall winter time. So I think this one is going to be getting a lot of use in the fall time because number one, look at the color. It is just the best color. I think this would look amazing during fall. You wear this crossbody like over your coat or something, like your fall coat, fall jacket, winter coat. Oh my God. I can't wait. I mean, I love summer and I really want summer to get here, but I am quite excited for fall winter as well this year, just so I can like wear this bag to its full potential. But again, I do think that you can wear this pretty much anytime, except for probably spring, because spring it rains a lot. And this bag, with it being lambskin, you do not want to get her in the rain. Trust me. I know. I actually didn't get her in the rain. This is gonna sound so dumb. I was literally about to head out the door, okay? And I had her on me, crossbody. And I went to fill my water container with ice and water. And then when I pushed the button on my fridge for the water like hit the ice and it splattered out and it got all over my bag. Like the droplets, like all over my bag. I lost my mind. I was freaking out. I have my classic flap, the lambskin one, but I've never gotten water on it. Like I've never taken it out in the rain. I've never gotten water on it. Even my black vintage classic flap that I used to have, never got water on it. So this was the first time that I ever got water on a lambskin bag, and I was losing my mind because Google was telling me to never do that because it's gonna leave watermarks. Google was basically telling me that I had ruined my bag, but it went away. The watermarks went away. I still would not recommend getting this out in the rain or like getting it wet by any means because I think probably lots of water would really damage it. But in my experience, I got a few droplets of water on the bag. It did go away. It took a few hours for it to like absorb, but it did finally absorb, thank God. So if you're looking at the forecast and if it's gonna rain, even like 20% chance of rain, I would not take this bag out. I would not risk it because this bag has so much freaking leather that like it could get anywhere. So there's that. Speaking of the leather, let's talk about the quality. So I know a lot of people have been talking about like Chanel's quality issues with the classic flaps. Now, I don't know if the quality issues span to the rest of their catalog. I personally haven't had any issues with my bag. Now, again, I've only had this for around 2 months. I would freaking hope I'm not having any issues, only 2 months into it. But I haven't had any issues with this bag, with it like creasing or having any issues with the straps or with the leather in the straps, because if you remember me talking about my blue classic flap, me saying that the leather, the caviar in between the loops like this, they're starting to like peel and like get a lot of wear. Now on the classic flaps, you're having to like pull them through the grommets, so that's probably why it's getting a lot more wear. This bag doesn't have grommets, so the only thing that happens to the handle, to the crossbody strap, is that it sometimes goes inside my bag, because sometimes I don't want to wear a crossbody, so I'll just take the strap and just literally put it inside my bag like that, and now it's just a purely top handle situation. So I do that quite often, and this is how I store it as well. So if I'm not wearing the bag, I put the crossbody strap inside, and then I'll usually put something underneath this so it's not laying directly on the leather, just to make sure there's no like indentations. Anyways, going back to quality, haven't had any problems with it. Now I do have like one con, but it's more of like a concern. I've heard this happening to people that primarily wear this bag top handle. Either they're on the shorter side so they can't wear it crossbody, or they just prefer the look of the top handle more. But I've heard people saying that over time, if you wear it like only top handle, then these, I don't know what you would call them, these things right here that hold the strap on, I think it's done with glue or like some kind of glue, but the things that hold the straps on will start to lift, and like the glue will start to fail or something happens, or maybe it's stitched, I can't tell. People say that if you put too much pressure on this area, that number one, this here will start to dip, because it's supposed to be straight across, if you see that. If you wear this too much, and especially if you have too much stuff in your bag, this here, it will start to curve, which I do not want to happen, of course. And then I've also heard people say that this bit right here starts to lift, and like the glue starts to fail, and then the top handle just kind of starts to like come off. So I would imagine if that happens, you could take it to Chanel and have them repair it. That's my only concern with this bag. When it comes to wear and tear, I have no idea how that's going to be. That is also why I don't tend to keep my bags stuffed and like a ton of stuff in my bag, because I don't want to like prematurely age it. So that's it. But other than that, I'm obsessed with this bag. I love it to actual pieces. It has definitely become one of my favorite bags that I have in my collection. So let me know in the comments what you think of this bag. Let me know if you have one or if it's on your wish list. I would highly recommend it. I think it's an amazing bag. But I hope that you like this video. If you did, then go ahead and click up the like button for me and then subscribe if you want to, and be sure to ding the little bell down there so you're notified every time I upload. And you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!